RV camper hacks. I guess you could call them that. Do you have this problem? When you have your windows open and the wind blows, does it blow your shade? And the shade constantly taps on the side of the wall and you keep hearing tap, 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 tap. Hear it? It was worse when I had the little string hanging down to pull, you know, like this. It had a black plastic thing on it, and that plastic thing would bang and bang and bang, you know. But now I try to keep it over. I got to move that one. I try to keep the noodle over the edge, but I've been having a real hard time finding a black pool noodle. But I found it. It cost me for one pool noodle. It cost me like $5.99 for the pool noodle, but it cost me like $10 to have it shipped from Walmart. But if you look anywhere online, it's hard to find black pool noodles. I've been looking all over for a black noodle, and I just got one today delivered from Walmart. It cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, maybe a couple toes, but anyway, I'm at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, and they have these in the plumbing department for your pipes. Exactly what I need, and they're already cut to put on my window shade in the house, and they're already black. Do you believe it? Although they do have some writing on it, but that's okay. But I paid a lot of money for that other one. But we bought a lot of other stuff. And I bought her, and this is the one I just got from Walmart. Yeah. I paid a lot more money for it. Same thing. And I had to wait for it to come from China. Well, it's on the window now. Doesn't that look much better than a blue one or an orange one? It matches my shades perfect. All black. All the way across. Perfect. If you're an RV traveler like me, you like to hang things on the wall, but we all know that these walls are made really kind of crappy. Okay, you can't really put a nail in there to hang a picture. But this is what I do. I have mixed tiles. Okay, so look at this. I just take it off. I can move them around. If I want to, I can put them somewhere else. I need two hands for it, but you got the idea. This is a magnet. It's got a magnet on the back. It's got a magnet on the back of the picture. And let me show you this. No holes. They come off. They just peel right off. Look at that. Peel right off, and you can put them somewhere else. And if for some reason because look at how flimsy. You can't put a picture on there. So if you decide, whoops. Let me get that back. Okay, so if you decide you want to move them around, you can move them around. Like, you know, and they fit. These little ones are 8x8. They fit almost anywhere. Here's Danny's corner. Here's Danny's pictures. We got Danny. Look at her. Isn't she precious? And Mommy and Danny. But I could switch them around if I want. They're just got magnets. That's all there is. And they're from Mixed Tiles. Mixed Tiles. And family pictures all over the place. Even in between my cupboards, I could put them for lack of wall space where it might not fit. I can always have my grandkids, my sisters, my brothers, my mom and dad, you know, family members that my son and my grandchildren, I can have pictures wherever I want in my RV. And when it comes time to hit the road, I can just take them down. I even have them in my van. I just take them off and I lay them on the bed, or I lay them on my sitting area, and when I get where I'm going, it takes 2 seconds to put my pictures back up. Yep, I love them. That's another one of my hacks. I don't know what was happening. It's pouring rain. I've never had this happen before, but I've got water coming out the top, out the window, all the way around the whole seal. I don't know. This has never happened the whole time I've had this camper. I've got water all over the place coming through here. I don't know. Even the Velcro is coming undone on the screen that goes around it. Dripping right out of here. Never had a problem. I just don't know what it's causing it. I don't know if it's just not closed, if it's got to be reclosed, open and closed again. I don't know. Maybe. I just don't know. And it's pouring rain. I don't know if I can get out there to open it and close it again and reseal it. But it's water all down here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the dripping. See the drippings here? Water all in here. It's dripping right from here. It's dripping all up in here. Look at that. All up in here. Look, you can see it on my hand from the top. I'm just beside myself. I have never had so much trouble with an RV. And this is my third one. And it's rained harder than this before. So my floor is soaking wet. I got all my stuff from underneath. I gotta move. I'm just livid. And on top of it, the power has been out here since yesterday. It was 100 degrees in my camper. It's a good thing I took Danny with me. And I was gonna leave here earlier and pull out. I should have. But it's crazy. I got all my stuff piled up from my area over there. And all this box, so you could tell it's soaking wet from underneath my, look at that. It's all soaking wet, this box. Oh, I don't know what. This is crazy. And it's hot. I have no air conditioning. I'm lucky. Being that I am as prepared as I usually am getting prepared. I usually am so prepared. I have my little mini fans. Poor Danny's scared to death. I had to pull my screen off of the back hatchback. Crazy. It is kind of slowing down a little bit, but I can't get out there to open the hatch and re-secure it. I'm wondering if that's what it's going to take, and maybe it'll stop leaking. I don't know. Maybe the wind took it and loosened it, pulled it away. I don't know. I don't know. And the window that was fixed is leaking again. And not just that, is my hot water tank went out again. It could be this thing. Oh, it looks like this hitch. It looks like this thing when they put the new thing back on it. I'm wondering if that's a problem when they repaired the hatch on it. Because this is looking loose. Oh, man. Well, I am hitting the road. I stayed at the Thousand Trails Park in Belvedere, and I had no power for 2 days. And it's a good thing that I took Danny with me the other day, because when I came back, the power was on. I mean, the temperature was 99 degrees in my camper. So I'm grateful that I took her with. And I'm going to have to keep that in mind anytime I stay at this park, you know, or I do keep it in mind at any park, but especially at this park. And then it poured last night, and I had water coming in my window that was supposedly fixed 6 months ago. I had water coming in my hatchback, which also they fixed the knob on the door thing when I was like 6 months ago when I was in Las Vegas. And so needless to say, I was fit to be tied. I had my whole camper torn apart. I mean, these are things that happen in any home. Any home. It can happen in any home. So when you know it, the power went on while I was taking a shower after I unhooked my cord. Don't know what that's all about, but needless to say, my neighbor has power, but everybody pulled out, so nobody's using anything except for her, and one other camper might have their power on. I don't know if they're even home. But the third camper that has a ginormous 45-footer, these are people with 45-footers, 50 ampers, and I'm only a 30 amp, you know. But the other camper has a huge, ginormous, industrial size dual fuel generator hooked up to their RV. So they have that running. They're running their generator, and I believe from what I was told, somebody told me if you run your onboard generator burns like a gallon of gas an hour, or a half an hour. Of course, that's if you have all three of your air conditioners on. I have one air conditioner. So, but we manage because we're prepared. We carry battery operated fans that I got from Amazon that I showed you before. I have 3 of those, and you know, and I have my Blue Eddies, and I have my I have 300 amp hours of power in my van. Oh, I think I need to go over to that spot over there. They got some stuff over there I want to look at. I don't know if I can turn around. Go look at that stuff. Anyway, so that's where we're at. We're on our way to another park, back to the park we always go to, which is in Amboy, Illinois. It used to be a Yogi Bear park. It's not Yogi Bear and designated anymore. It's just O'Connell's RV park. So we're gonna go back over there, but I want to see if I can turn around, because I want to go back to this yard sale I just saw. They have like all kinds of stuff out there. So I'm going to look for a turnaround. What are you doing today? Dead carcasses everywhere. Dead carcasses everywhere. Look at that. Spent an hour killing the bugs that come in. Oh, there's one. Hold on. I don't know if I got it. Carcasses everywhere. Poor Danny, she doesn't know if this scares her, but I gotta kill the bugs. Oops. Then there was light. everywhere, even on my countertops. I covered the wine, none of the wine. That's right. I got the AC on. Yay, we got power. I got the power. Look at the mess. I just pulled into my spot at my park. Look at the little girl. You know, I just realized that I got a new dog collar for her. You know, one of those ones that to train with. Like when they don't listen, you zap them. Well, or you just give them a sound. But I didn't realize it. But this thing, in the dark, you can see where she's at every time that thing goes. And I just realized that when I was walking her outside. I'm like, what the heck? I don't have a green beacon on her neck collar. But I have one. I do. I have a beacon on her collar. So we're going to take it off now because we're in. But she was a bad girl. I'll tell you what she did today. When we were leaving the campground, she jumped out of my window in the van down to the ground. That's a long drop. I can't believe she did that. Why did you do that?
Well, I wanted to follow you, Mom. You got out of the car. You got out of the van. So, I got out of the van to go look for you. I thought you were leaving me.
I wasn't leaving you. I put you in the car with the air conditioning, but I left one window open, and then you jumped out the window. You've never jumped out the window before. So now we have to put the collar on you so you listen. And today you also went running down the street because you heard kids playing. You've been so good staying with me. She's back on the training collar again. Yep. Put the bed back in Murphy position so I can utilize my couch. And of course, little Miss Danny is up there. Taking advantage right away. Still have things that have to be moved around because I was getting all my laundry done. I'm still finishing blankets up and putting away clothes in the van and wherever. But Danny, hey, what are you doing up there? Danny, what are you doing up there? Is that your happy place? That's what the pillow says, my happy place. Danny. And I put my old mattress over here, the one that I had underneath my mattress. I put it over here on this bed. I made this into a lounging area. I need to turn the mattress the other way around. I folded it in half, but so it doesn't go all the way to the end. But I'm going to probably do it the other way and cut it to fit. Yeah. Hopefully I won't have no more rain seeping in. Just trying to get everything done, you know. Laundry, all my laundry's done except for 2 blankets right there I got to do. But these are all clean. They just got to be put away in their little cubbies. And of course my hat rack is doing good. There's my hat rack. Got all my hats in there. I'm just not real pleased with it because look at how it kind of sags, you know. So probably because I got 2 hats in each one, but maybe it's only meant for 1 hat in each one. But it is what it is. We'll see how long it lasts. This way. Okie dokie, I got the yard all set up. It's going to be 95 degrees tomorrow. Going to be a real hot one. Good morning. It's going to be a real hot one today. And guess what? The pool is open and the water is nice and warm. It's not freezing cold, although I can add some cold water if it's too warm. Yep, we are ready for the weekend day. It's breezy. Oh, there's Allie, the alligator. Yep, it's pretty breezy out today. Our neighbors are getting big for a big party. They got all their big blow-up bouncy houses ready. Somebody's turning 21. Time for coffee. And the clam's still standing.